Hello and welcome to Squid Nation. I'm your host, the Squid God, and I'm joined by the beautiful evil queen as always, with a weird head thing. I still don't know what that is, that weird hood thing she wears. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Do you know the name of that actually?
No, I can't remember what to call it.
I thought you were into your royalty and stuff.
There is a name for it, I can't remember what it is. Well, that's not the point.
A hoodie. No, she was a bit ahead of her time, alright? Anyway, welcome back to the Disney Retrospect Marathon thingamabob. Okay, now we are at the everyone's favourite era of Disney. I don't think that's a controversial statement.
No.
Which is the Renaissance era. Basically, back when Disney got back on track after their little fumbling in the dark era. So I think this is like the previous eras had like bits of childhood in them, but these are the ones I'd say is everyone watched at least 1 million times, or on repeat. There was at least one of the films I'd recommend. Like I'd say a lot of people just watched on a loop at one point in their life, especially our generation. So as everybody should know, anyway, the films in this era consisted of The Little Mermaid, The Rescuers Down Under, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King, Pocahontas, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mulan, and finally, did I say Pocahontas?
Yeah, you said
Yeah, I did. And finally, Tarzan. Yep. All pretty massive films, I'd argue. And I think there's a lot of ground to cover with this. So should I bother asking you how this era holds up?
Amazing.
Because I think most people would argue this was the best era for Disney.
I love this era.
Yeah. So to be fair, there's not really a bad film in this era, is there?
It's not one I hate at all.
No. Definitely, like, spoiler alert, I think it's like definitely holds up the best out of all of them. Yep. Okay, shall we just jump straight into it? The first film that came out in the era was The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Opinions on The Little Mermaid?
Love it. Love it.
Right, I'm going to challenge you. What was your least favourite part about the film?
Oh no.
Take your time, we've only got 7 hours, you know.
I don't know. I love all of it. I love Little Mermaid.
No negatives whatsoever.
No
Oh
negatives.
my god.
I love Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, I think, definitely has one of the strongest aesthetics in Disney. Mainly, well, it has an unfair one because, you know, half of it's set underwater.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, oh my god, the animation is so beautiful and so smooth in that.
Yeah, especially with the struggles with the water as well.
Yeah, with the water effects and, like, the bubble effects they all had to go through.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know, back when, you know, they had to outsource all their bubbles to a German company, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, what do you think of Ariel herself?
Love Ariel.
Triton?
Like Triton?
Yeah. I mean, I would say, like, one of the advantages that Little Mermaid has as well is the side characters do have a decent bit of input as well.
Yeah.
Flounder, which I think he's fine.
I like Flounder, and then there's Scuttle and
Scuttle I like.
I know you love Scuttle.
Scuttle's ace. I don't know why. I like
Everybody
him.
loves
He's a dork.
Scuttle's ace.
And everyone knows Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Also, I think this is the era as well where the music like really ramps up in quality. Right.
Yes. Well, it's my favourite composers.
Alan Menken.
Alan Menken and
Howard
Ashman.
Yep. Fantastic. Literally some of the masters of music, I'd argue. But yeah, this film specifically, Under the Sea, part of that world, part of your world, part of that world, same thing.
Kiss the Girl.
Kiss the Girl. How do you say it without the accent? That's impossible for me. And as well,
Poor Unfortunates also.
Yeah.
We can't not mention that song.
And probably one of my favourite villains as well, third or fourth favourite at least, Ursula.
Yes.
Absolutely love Ursula.
Love her.
I'd argue she is one of the tops just because she's got a really cool design. She's got a really great attitude. Like, she was so good for the sequel, they literally copied and pasted her. But, oh god, that film. Right. But no, literally, I struggle to find flaws with The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, me too. I don't think there's anything I dislike.
I mean, maybe Eric could get a bit more development, but compared to the princes we've had in the past, you know, he's you know, it's nice he's got his own character arc, for God's sake.
And his own, like, he's not stuck with the similar prince
No, you can tell. Like if you line them all up, you can tell who Eric
Yeah,
is.
he's got his own attitude.
Yeah, it's a swashbuckling adventure, but you don't want to be seen as a knighted hero.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, and he's not a typical prince. He's...
Well, I think he is, but I think he plays with the formula well enough, so you go, right, I know who Eric is.
But it's the way he dresses as well, it's not like the typical...
Pretty casual.
Yeah, like, with all the princes we've seen before this point, they're all very smart and done up, but he's pretty...
Well, all of them are pretty fantasy, like, Eric's pretty just standard sailor dude.
Even slightly pirate-like
Yeah.
in style of clothes, but just...
And he's got a dog, so you know he's a good person.
Yeah.
I think that's an unwritten rule in film,
Yeah.
isn't it? But yeah, there's not anything really bad to say about The Little Mermaid other than it's great, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot bash Little. Next one is The Rescuers Down Under.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think it's my least favourite in the
Renaissance.
In the Renaissance.
I'm surprised they count it as a Renaissance, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I think there's some cool set pieces.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna say. I like the proposal plot in it. If you remember that, that was handled pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't like how like most of the film it's not really about what it says. Like it's about them trying to save the kid, but that don't really play into it until the last 15-20 minutes off the top of my head. And there's some cool 3D shots, but that's all I've really got to say.
Yeah.
It's my least favourite in the era.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, I ain't got really anything great to say about it, but I ain't got anything bad, horribly negative to say. It's just meh overall. Say, another one of your favourites, Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Go on, anything bad about Beauty and the Beast? And the live action one does not count.
I think there's anything bad in that. Well, anything I dislike in that at all, either. I find it really hard to choose between Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast.
I love the side characters of Beauty and the Beast, but if I had to say again, this might change next week because these two films, for me, favorite out of them two, it always changes each time. But I think Little Mermaid, I think the side characters have a little bit more to do. But then again, I remember the finale in Beauty and the Beast, and yeah,
it's hard.
It's hard, yeah. Absolutely love both of them. Gaston is great though.
Gaston great villain.
No, he's just fun.
Yeah.
He's got a massive attitude. He's just a prick. And there's nothing else you can say about it. He's great. He's fun to watch. I love villains who are just fun to watch. So
you've got to love his logic.
Taco Bell.
Girl doesn't want to marry you, lock her father up in an asylum.
Well, that's how we got together, wasn't it? I might be misremembering that again. Whoops. Oh, what do you think of Belle herself?
I like Belle. She's one of my favourites.
Do you have a preference over her and Ariel, or am I pushing boundaries
here?
here?
Changes.
We'll get to that with Raggy Princesses.
Yes.
That's oh god, that's going to be a hard one for you, isn't it?
Hard.
A lot of Merida bashing. Sorry, Merida fans. Anyway, that's a separate video. But yeah, absolutely love the Beast.
Yes.
The fact that they were able to pull a scary but friendly design, I will always commend them for that.
Yeah.
That is such a hard balance to strike, and I think the Beast is the embodiment of it being done well.
And you can see what each part of him was made up of, each animal that was involved with.
Yeah.
Design.
Yeah, I think it's the only little flaws you can have with the story, they're not really relevant at all. They're only tiny nitpicks, and when they were addressed with the live action one, it just came off as a bit clunky and unneeded.
Yeah.
I didn't even call them problems in the first place. But yeah, absolutely love the location, absolutely love the side characters, love the creativity, love the villain, love the actual love story.
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing bad to say about it really.
Yeah.
Okay, next, my favourite one in this era, Aladdin.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Aladdin.
I like Aladdin. I really like Aladdin.
Aladdin for me, you can disagree with me here, but I think Aladdin for me has the best Disney soundtrack out of the Renaissance era. I know you like Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, I love Little Mermaid songs.
But I think Aladdin has that little more upbeat style to it that I like. And I absolutely love the Agrabah setting as well.
I love Aladdin songs, don't get me wrong, but I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'll argue Friend Like Me
Yeah,
every day.
Yeah. Oh, this is hard.
But no, I like Aladdin as a character.
Yeah.
I think he's fantastic.
He's got
He's a very flawed character, which
yeah,
is what I like.
That's part of what he is.
Yeah. So I like how he actually changes by the end of the film. I like how it's quite clear he's become a new person. I quite like Jasmine.
I like Jasmine.
So a little bit overhyped in a few areas, but I think what she is, she works really well.
Yeah.
I like her character interactions. I like she's a bit feisty.
Yeah, and stronger than
Yeah.
princesses we've
Previously
seen.
seen. Yeah.
Not like saying that's a bad thing of the other princesses, but
I think she's stronger than a couple of the classic ones.
yeah.
But I'd argue Ariel was definitely better than Jasmine.
Yeah, I prefer Ariel anyway, but
But yeah, so Jasmine, really like her. The Sultan is a bumbling idiot, and I love him.
love him.
So Jafar is one of my favourites as well.
Yes.
Jafar is just such a fun villain.
And he can creep you out. Like,
Yeah.
he don't even have to try and you.
Yeah, you just look at that design. And Iago as well. I think it's hard to balance like comic relief and being a villain up as well. So having them as two separate characters, but instead of having one just be a bumbling idiot, they've actually got a bit of chemistry together. Yeah. Iago and Jafar are the best ship, and you can fight me on that. Right. Oh, they're brilliant. Let's say, and even then, like even the locations in Aladdin, I love them. Like the actual Agrabah city and the streets are really good, and all the character designs I can remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Abu's a good animal sidekick. I love the Cave of Wonder. So even the carpet has a personality.
So much personality in a thing that doesn't even have a face or...
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's impossible to talk about Aladdin without bringing up the genie. Robin Williams' genie.
Robin Williams.
Which, you know, to everyone else is the best thing in the world, unless you're a Disney animator. And in that case, you must just never sleep again because you see that and all the work that went into it. That is iconic, that performance, if you ask me. I know there's a bit of drama with the marketing and everything, but, like, taking it as it is, it's perfect.
And he'll always be our genie.
Yep, he'll always be the genie. Always. Even then, it just helps, like, even when you go into deleted scenes of Aladdin, like, even his, like, deleted jokes, they still make you wet yourself laughing.
I would just like to have a movie just of his old clips.
So, we went through the old clips, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
At one point? They were just, oh, God, I miss that guy so much. Not Flubber. Flubber wasn't great, but that's a different tantrum. But yeah, Aladdin, it's one of those, I struggle to find any flaws with it. Absolutely love every single aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like, even Jafar's little, I'm going to disguise myself as an old man because I'm a weirdo. Love it. Absolutely. And as well, it blended the CGI, like, with these films as well, like, the CGI is blended in, like, almost flawlessly.
And we've got to mention his puns at the end.
Yeah, when he just goes full villain and everything becomes a pun. Love that. Get the point.
Things are
unraveling quickly. It's time to stop toying around. God. Lucky for
we've watched. You can tell which ones we've watched more than others.
Yep. But yeah, Aladdin's my personal favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll quickly get off this before this is just going to be gushing about Aladdin. But one last point as well, Aladdin does have one of my favourite love songs as well, Whole New World.
Yeah.
I just had to point that out as well.
Yeah.
Just because you can't talk about the music without that either.
No.
But every song in that is perfect. And now let's finally move on. Okay, 32. The big one, Lion King.
Lion King.
I really like the Lion King.
I really like the Lion King. Who doesn't really not like it?
Well, pricks. Nah, the Lion King.
You've just offended some people.
I'm not defending people. Well, one, I think Lion King does probably have my favourite villain, Scar.
Yeah.
I mean, one, it's Jeremy Irons, so, you know, of course it's going to be great. But, no, Scar is just... I don't know, there's something about him. I think it's the charisma he's got and the subtlety with it as well.
And the fun.
Yeah, he has a lot of fun with it, you can tell.
Especially the singing with making Zazu sing.
Yeah, I love that. I think my only problem with it is... with Lion King is its second half is a bit jarring. I think that's why. I think it's more because because of Simba though. But I really like Simba as a protagonist.
Same. Me too.
And I like how he does go for a change. But you know, he's not a good leader, is he?
No.
And like the whole like liar message at the end of it, you know, where I thought the whole point was, Simba was going to reveal the truth and they were going to stand by him anyway. But then, oh no, thank God, Scar did murder Mufasa. Thank God for that. Oh, we were just going to let Simba fall off a cliff. That's your own mother that just let it happen,
Yeah.
But other than those tiny flaws, absolutely love The Lion King.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people would argue it has the best songs, but I'd argue I would argue the other ones we've mentioned had the better soundtracks.
Yeah.
Except for Rescuers. No.
I think I could listen to the others more.
Yeah, I don't know, Be Prepared is...
Be
that's my
Prepared.
ultimate one.
Yeah. That's the best song, I think.
Yeah, that's easily my favourite. Oh, let's be fair, Lion King doesn't have a bad song, though.
No.
Really. So the only one that I think is a bit overplayed is Circle of Life, but that's a personal thing
Same.
for myself.
Me too.
And I know you like it, but Can You Feel the Love Tonight is a bit wishy-washy for me. But I like it
I
still.
wouldn't say it was my favourite from it.
I prefer The Whole New World and
Yeah,
Kiss the Girl
Yeah.
and Beauty and the
definitely.
Beast.
And of course, Beauty and the Beast. And some future ones that we've not.
Yeah, see what I mean? I could gush about these films for ages. Yep. And it's definitely styled really well.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what Pride Rock is, for example.
Exactly.
And Mufasa.
Well, everybody knows what Lion King is, even if
Well,
they
yeah,
haven't seen it.
I think we should stop talking about it. Everyone's seen it. You've all seen it. I'm not recommending it to you. You've already seen it. It's great. Okay, so we'll move on. Huh? There's nothing more to praise. Pocahontas. That's nice.
Yeah.
Pocahontas. I think it's good until John Smith comes into it.
Yeah.
Which is the opening.
I would like to have just seen more Pocahontas with a family and her friends.
I think it's okay, but that's the end of it.
Yeah, I think it's okay. It's definitely really good, but
It looks very pretty,
it does.
and I do like some of the songs in it.
I like the songs, especially especially Riverbend. I think that's my favourite.
I think it's more like John Smith though bores me completely,
Yeah.
and he's quite a big focus of it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, he really bores me. And is it Rattigan? No, Ratcliffe.
Yeah, it's
Ratcliffe. Yeah.
Rattigan's.
Rattigan's Basil. No,
Basil.
there's a rat there somewhere. Like, really want a big fan of him.
No, but I do understand what they was going for.
Yeah, but I think it could have been handled a bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty. It's got good music, but it's not one I think I could endlessly watch.
No, I think I could watch it multiple times.
If it's on, it's on.
And we have.
Yeah, we have. But yeah, the best character is just the old lady tree.
Oh, Grandmother Willow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 'cause she's there, she's chilling.
She's ace.
I respect
I wish
that.
she trips them up.
Yeah.
Those two guys up. Yeah.
But yeah, I do think I do understand why Toy Story beat it though that year though.
Yeah.
So it's good, it's fine. That's really all I've got to say about it though. Okay, next one. This is where I'm probably going to get killed. Hunchback.
You think this is the one you're gonna get killed for?
A lot of people love Hunchback. Right, there is a massive passionate fan base for Hunchback out there. And my main problem is I don't really like Quasimodo. Right.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I do like the style of the film.
Yeah.
And I understand, and I liked a bit of the darker tone they tried to go for.
Gothic. Is it gothic?
Yeah, the gothic architecture
yeah.
look. Yeah. Frollo was alright. I think he's a bit overhyped.
And extremely dark.
Yeah, but I think it's more of a case of it's extremely dark for the sake of being extremely dark.
Yeah.
I think the musical justifies it a bit more,
Yeah.
but that's a separate conversation. But yeah, Frollo was a bit too dark in areas for me. And a bit hypocritical in that sense, which I know was the point, but...
Yeah.
Really like Phoebus and Esmeralda, though.
Yes.
They really made that film for me.
Esmeralda's my favourite character in it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So, and I did like the church. The church was a
Yes.
really good location.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. It looks really pretty.
Yeah.
Yep. The gargoyles let it down a bit as well, I'd
Yeah,
say.
right.
Everyone's made that complaint under the sun. And Quasi, I understand why a lot of people like him,
Yeah.
but I think he's a bit whiny still.
I liked him. I just wanted more of Esmeralda and Phoebus.
They had really good chemistry, though,
Yeah.
didn't they? And I quite respect that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Quasi, it was just a bit
Yeah.
too much of him for
The
me.
songs weren't.
I like the score for Hunchback,
Yeah.
but the songs themselves are a bit...
I like God Help the Outcasts.
Hellfire's alright.
Hellfire is good as well. I really like Hellfire.
Bit overhyped for me, but I still like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Hunchback. Don't love Hunchback like a lot of people
Like the same
do.
category as Pocahontas, I reckon.
I'd say it's higher than Pocahontas though.
Yeah.
Like
same.
definitely. Okay. Next, Hercules.
Hercules.
Definitely a very heavily styled one.
Yes.
Like, again, I've got the same problem with this one as I do Hunchback though.
Don't
I
know.
like every character but Hercules. Like, I think there
Yeah.
are some funny scenes with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and him training with he had a name, but I'm calling him Danny DeVito because it was Danny DeVito.
Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe we almost forgot that.
But yeah, Hercules, not Hercules, not really like, no. Hades. Hades I really
Yes.
liked as a villain.
I liked Megara. Megara was a great.
Megara was fine.
Oh,
I think she was
okay.
quite ahead of her time though, with the whole damsel in distress playoff type thing.
Yeah.
As in she was self-aware about it.
Yeah.
In that like kind of tongue-in-cheek. It was basically, to me, it was a better attitude Moana.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I liked her and Hades' scenes.
Oh, they were really good. I think it was like that was the main thing because Hades in that is mainly comic relief, but it was those scenes that gave Hades that little edge,
Yeah.
that little I'm in control edge. And like in the third act, while I've got a lot of problems with it, I do think Hades is the best part. When he finally comes in as the main chess player.
It's just the sass between him and Megara together. The amount.
To be fair, if that had a different villain, I don't think I could sit through
No.
Hercules though. I like the style of it.
Yeah.
Some of the songs are fine.
Yeah, very catchy songs.
Yeah, very upbeat and very fast. But like I say, it's just Hercules himself lets it down for me.
I didn't mind him at the beginning of the film. It's just when he gets a bit full of himself, I want to say.
I don't know. I kind of preferred him full of himself because at least it was like, right, at least we know he's an egomaniac and they play with that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the early stuff either. I thought that was a bit too long. And the other gods don't get anything to do at all.
I like to have seen more of the other gods, I think, as well.
Yeah, but they don't get anything to do they? That's the
No.
annoying part. And the Titans plots was just completely wasted, if you ask me.
Yeah, it was very quick, that bit.
Yeah, and it was built up for the whole thing, so. And the Titans look quite cool as well.
They do.
But yeah, I thought Hercules was alright.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
liked
good.
it. Yeah. I could watch it again, definitely.
Definitely. We have as well.
Yeah. Get your sword. Right. I do think some of the 3D effects in it haven't aged the best though. The Hydra.
Especially first.
The Hydra.
Well, one of the first. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. Other than that, yeah, it was alright. Video game was alright as well. Hard, but that was a side note for the nerds. Okay, next, Mulan.
Mulan.
Do you have any opinions on Mulan before I start?
I like Mulan. It's not one of my favourites, but I do like Mulan.
I do think Mulan has one of the weaker villains again.
Yeah.
I think Ratcliffe, for example, is too comical, and I can't remember his name in Mulan. The leader of the
I can't remember what
Huns.
his name is.
The leader of the Huns.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's way too serious. Like not even in a memorable way, just like he's just generic big bad guy.
Yeah, like, he has a good design, but you expect him to do more.
Yeah, like the elements were there. Mulan herself, I think, is a really good character.
Yeah.
So I think she's strong. I think she's capable, and I like how she genuinely learns, and like because putting the extra effort in, she's able to overcome all her obstacles and be better than
Pure
everyone.
determination.
Yeah, and that's what I quite liked. Where I didn't like the live action one, but again,
She
separate
didn't have
rant.
powers.
She didn't have chi or ki.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
But she genuinely earned her status as well.
Yeah.
And the battle scenes are pretty good from what you see, and there's some creative camera work. So I think some of the stuff at camp goes on a bit long,
Yeah.
and the whole I'm definitely a guy jokes get a bit annoying after a bit. And the one thing I wasn't the biggest fan of, which let it down for me, was this is a this depends how you take it, but I did not like Mushu.
Yeah.
What do you think of Mushu? Did you like
I
him?
don't dislike him.
I didn't like him.
I don't really have any opinions on him. He's just there.
I think he had one funny joke to me, and that was the Achu bless you joke.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, it was a bit.
Yeah.
it felt like they had like seen the success with Aladdin and decided, oh,
Yeah,
we
I
need
was
to
gonna
copy
say
that.
you thought he was like very much trying to put jokes in like the genie.
Yeah, but while Robin Williams has that like style, like has his own like style to make it work, Eddie Murphy doesn't.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
But yeah, that's the only complaint. I think what Mulan gets right, really, it gets right.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think this is where it starts to falter a bit, which is weird because like I think like this one's ranked up quite high for me, the last film, but a lot of people don't like it, and I don't quite understand why. Tarzan,
Tarzan.
I like
I love
Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Great film. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the animation. I love the story. If I'm being completely honest.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
know like it gets. I know it like tonally shifts like halfway through, but I do actually quite like the tonal shift, so it don't bother me. Love the 3D segments.
Yes.
You know, it's him skinny on the
Yeah,
vines.
the
That is
vines.
really great.
It's just pure fun.
Yep. I love Tarzan's actual development. Say, Jane is the most underrated Disney character ever.
Yeah.
Say, Clayton. I know a lot of people like go, oh, he's just a lesser Gaston, but I quite like Clayton
I
if I'm
like
being
Clayton.
honest. I mean, you know, it's Brian Blessed. You can't really
And his
complain.
death.
His death is like very gruesome. Yeah. But yeah, I think Tarzan has a believable relationship with everyone.
Yeah.
And I still think, you know, when he actually revisits his home when he's a lot older, I think that's quite a heart-touching scene.
Oh, my voice went.
I mean, yeah, even the side characters, they don't get a lot to do, but they've still got something at least to make it justified. And they are good friends with him. But yeah, so I ain't got anything negative to say about Tarzan, believe it or not.
And that's another song that you hear and it get in your head.
Shooby-doo, ba-ba-da,
Yeah.
dooby-doo-ba-doo-ba. To be fair, I think it's mainly depends how you feel about Phil Collins as well with the soundtrack.
True, yeah.
But I like Phil Collins, so
There's
it don't
very
bother me.
mixed opinions on
Mm.
the soundtrack.
I will say it works for Tarzan. It
Yeah.
doesn't work for Brother Bear.
Yeah.
But again, that's a rant for next time. Oh God, Brother Bear. Yeah. But yeah, that was the Renaissance era. So where do you think it places in Disney overall at this point?
I think it's one of my favourites.
I think it is my
I
top.
think it is pretty much my favourite.
Because I think a lot of my top Disney films of all time, like, you know, included Marvel, Star Wars, that lot, like Pixar, like, it's in that realm.
Yeah.
In that realm of perfection.
Like, my favourite film isn't in that area, but there's so many that are very close to being my favourite in one.
Yeah, I'd say the majority come from this segment, though.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I like this as a child, but this is like, oh no, to this day I could still watch this 100 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this era, don't you think? Thanks for listening for, oh my God, nearly half an hour. So, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and eat a baguette like Maurice would. And we'll see you later. Thank you so much for listening.